it's Dr. Eeks, and making my health video here from New York City. Hopefully it won't be too loud. It's been loud today, but let's see if we can get through it. Today's video is on something I'm super passionate about, and that is censorship of scientific dissent. Today, all scientific dissent is being called misinformation, which is wrong, and it bothers me. And I said, okay, let's make sure we're all on the same page and just go over the definitions, all right? So bear with me. Of course, I have props. So this is misinformation. Misinformation is wrong information that somebody spreads without an intent behind it. Maybe they're just fearful, anxious, maybe they believe it. For example, oh my God, did you know that vaccine puts a chip inside you and then all these people can monitor you for the rest of your life? Misinformation. Disinformation is misinformation, but there's an intent behind it. And usually that intent is sinister, it's evil. Like, they might tell somebody that story about the chip in the vaccine because they want them to get really sick with COVID-19, end up in the hospital and die. Disinformation. Dissent, scientific dissent. What's that? Well, that's sentiment, thoughts, ideas that go against the overarching narrative, right? Now, can you think of any times in history where scientific dissent might have been helpful? I'll give you a clue. I'll just give you a clue. Earth, sun, earth. The truth is, scientific dissent is really helpful. It can point out problems with policy, research, motivations, right? Today, especially when profit is such a huge motivation when it comes to science and medicine, we need dissent more than ever. It can help tweak systems, it can bring new ideas to the table, it can make you think about something in a different way. Dissent is so important, especially when great minds are behind it. But what's happening today, and I'll go as far to call it tragic, is that misinformation, disinformation, and dissent all being put in the same boat. And they're calling this boat misinformation. The misinformation boat goes sailing along, and people are just beating it down, right? Books are being pulled, videos are being pulled, articles are being unpublished, people are getting hate mail, people are losing their jobs, losing their livelihood. It's crazy. And think about being one of those dissenters when you really kind of like have an idea and you want to express it, but you have all this fear. You're like, well, heck, you know, my dog needs to eat. I have to pay my bills. I can't say this. I'll say this here. Fear of expressing ideas or questioning a narrative is its own kind of pandemic. And if we don't address it, I don't know. I'm scared. It's really sad too. Like, you know, they just want you to be a cheerleader, right? They just want you to be a cheerleader, which reminds me of dating advice that I once got here in New York City from a famous artist who's no longer with us, but she was brilliant, Sonia Eisenberg. And I randomly met her in the park. We instantly connected, and she kind of became a mentor to me. And I said, Sonia, give me some dating advice. Like, I am horrible at this. She's like, oh, Erin, just be stupid and cheerful. And I was like, what? She's like, be stupid and cheerful. I was like, seriously? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. And so that's what I did for a while. I was stupid and cheerful, was going out with this guy, like, hi, like, oh my God, you look so great today. Like, wow, yeah, I watched the Housewives show. Yeah, okay, yeah, woo. Like, lots of likes. And I just remember I was sitting, it worked for a while, right? And I'm sitting in this Irish restaurant, pub, and sitting across from him, and he just said something like so stupid. And I had this overwhelming urge to respond, and then I was like, oh my God, like, you don't even know me, like, I'm performing, I'm not being myself, I can't do this anymore. So what ended up happening was I said, I'm sorry, I have to go to the bathroom, it's something I ate, went to the bathroom, never came back, never saw him again. It's called an Irish goodbye. It's a little harsh, but it's very effective. You don't have to be Irish to do it. Then I went back to Sonia's actually, and I was like, Sonia, what the heck? And she's like, it didn't work, did it? I was like, it didn't work. Didn't work. Because eventually this stuff is going to come out. It's going to boil over. Somehow it's going to cause conflict, right? Like, we have to be ourselves and embrace all the consequences of being ourselves. That's at least how it should be in a democratic country. But what's even more sad, what's tragic to me, probably more than anything, are the people who seem to be complacent with this type of censorship. Like, they're not saying anything. They're just letting it happen. Like, I want to shake them like, do you see this? Like, this person had their video pulled down. This guy had his article pulled down. That person lost their job. Like, what? Are you okay with this? Just for expressing a scientific opinion. That's it. And, yeah, they're just complacent with it. And that's really sad to me. And I think we need to really do something about that. We need more people to be brave and speak out and take the dissenters, take them out of the misinformation boat, because that's healthy. This is healthy. Not healthy, healthy. Thanks, guys. You probably hear a siren outside or something, a truck parking, but hope you enjoyed that video. Check out Causes or Cures. A couple more podcasts are posted, and have a good rest of your day.